Okay, everybody, I have phenomenal news, and that is that we are ready for Animal Well, or as I like to say, Animal Well? Yeah, I sure hope it does. But seriously, this is a phenomenal game. You're gonna have so much fun. Let's jump right in with HackaKat.
Hello everyone, I'm HackaKat. Today I'm running Animal Well. It's a realistic game. I ran at GDQ, super pumped about it. Lots of cool skips. Wilfred, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey everybody, my name is Wilfred the Boss. I will be commentating for the run. I'm really excited for you guys to see this. Animal Well has a lot of really crazy movement that we will be abusing throughout this.
And I think we're ready to start. Let's get in here. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Okay, so we are this little brown bean thing, and we have just hatched from an egg and have began our life. So the beginning of Animal Well doesn't have much, it's just running and jumping. But there is a kind of interesting skip coming up ahead. But once we start getting the movement items, it'll get really crazy. So right here, if you raise this platform at the specific height, you get that huge bounce out of the water, which saves a ton of time. So right now we're making our way over to the disc, which is the first item we're going to get, and it's a very powerful movement item. The disc you can throw horizontally, and what's interesting about it is you can also ride on top of it. Which, well, Hacker will demonstrate here.
Oh, we start with this one.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, we do.
So you might have missed it there, but Haka, he'll do it here. You can go on top of the disc and then jump on off of it to get a ton of height. But also, because we got the disc, this ghost dog is following us, which is not fun because it's partly controlled by RNG. So Haka actually already got hit out of no control of his own. But it's a pretty short section with him. We won't have to worry about it for too long.
I was literally thinking about this before the run of I wonder if there's a way to skip Ghost Dog and
If only.
No, we just rip the band-aid off, we go right in. Understood. Okay.
There is an interesting way to get around him, which we're actually coming up to. So we're coming up to the item, the mock disc or the fake disc. Normally you'd replace where the real disc was with this, but if you just grab it and die, the dog's gone forever and we have the real disc.
Oh. What?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we don't have to worry about the stupid dog anymore, which is awesome. You'll also see Haka's going to try to ride on the disc whenever he can because it is a little bit faster.
Alright, coming up is one of the most difficult rooms in the game. Not because it's actually difficult, but because you make it so, in order to save a few seconds. It's very scary, lots of disc tech.
Ah. That was amazing.
My mouth is just slack-jawed right now.
So Haka got I think 4 out of 5 of the mid-air disc rides, which is really crazy. Right now we just have to do a damage boost, so you have to hit one of these spikes in the ceilings in order to get down, which he does awesome. And we get the second item, the bubble wand, which we will immediately start abusing. You can create bubbles and then bounce on them, which basically allows you to fly. It is an extremely powerful item, very abusable.
You can do that in casual play too, by the way.
Yes.
If anyone is looking at this game and is like, this is so fun, yeah, you could do the bubble one thing in casual play. It's a great way to break the game a little bit.
Yeah, I remember when I played this game, I got the bubble wand, and then 15 seconds later I realized you could do that, and I was like, oh. Okay, so now we just got some simple puzzles with these penguins. Okay, this is very interesting. If you remember that water puzzle from before, you're supposed to tilt this platform, but you can actually just bounce the water off of yourself, which is weird. Up ahead we have one of my favorite tricks. Normally you're supposed to have this whale down there blow the disc into those buttons, but you can actually just use your movement to press the buttons yourself. Okay, so down here we have the first boss, the sea horse, a horse made of sea. It's not really a fight, it's just solve the puzzles fast, which Haka knows the lineup, so. And that gets us the first flame. In order to beat the game, you need to get all 4 flames, which are scattered across the map. We intentionally died there because we want to go back to the start here, because it's faster than like actually going all the way over. But right now we're making our way to the second flame, which is guarded by the chameleon.
Loving the animals, by the way. And somebody said that the ghost dog kind of looks like that, like famous, like scary cat painting from like the horror movie Houseu. I don't know if you've seen that, but yes, you're so correct. As soon as they said it. So yeah, look out! Like just this game, if you're in chat, this is animal spotting. If you have a favorite one that you see so far, tell us about it.
I like the bean personally.
My favorite animal. So Haka just got the slinky, which is not a movement item. It's just a slinky, as you can see. One more to just say, this is awesome.
This game has the best items.
Yes. Okay, very iconic skip here. You can just damage boost up here and get all the way to the boss. That skips having to go through like an entire section of the game with a ton of puzzles, so it's a huge time save.
Oh my god.
The chameleon, you just have to trick him into eating these porcupines, which don't taste very good. Actually, I don't know. I'm not one to judge.
Hey, don't knock it till you try it.
He also very smartly, he intentionally took damage there because he knows he's gonna die. Again, to get back here. Okay, so right now we're making our way to one of the scariest parts of the run, which is the return of the ghost dog. So to get the third flame, we have to bring the fake disc to a different location, which means the whole time the ghost dog will be following HackaKat.
I also love a donation that is your best text description of the noise the ghost dog is making. If someone could do that for me, I would appreciate that.
Ooh. I tried.
That was good. I was like, is that the ghost dog?
You had me fooled.
So it's a gift.
This section was so stressful casually.
Yeah, but Haka is doing an amazing job right now.
Yes.
Oh my god, that was incredible. And then, yeah, RNG.
Yep. And the extra dogs start showing up, and then it just all goes haywire.
But
Beautiful.
That is it. That is the third flame. The next flame is all the way across the map, and we're actually not going to be death warping because there's a little shortcut up here. So it would be a good time for some more messages.
Awesome. Well, as a reminder, everybody, as we are getting close to our Hat in Time run, because remember, that is only coming up in just a little bit, we do have that Hat Kid versus Bow Kid bid war open, and Hat Kid has a really, really sizable lead right now. Like, it has $135 compared to $30 for Bow Kid. So if you're a Bow Kid stan, now is the time. We got to get some movement on it. I know that you can absolutely bring it back, but I want to see it happen. So just a reminder, that'll be !donate in chat.
Okay, so next up we have this kind of grassland section with these birds that will follow your horizontal movement, but right when you enter a room, you're actually able to get past them, which Haka has already used a few times. And we also pick up the yo-yo. Just like the slinky, doesn't actually give you any movement, but it is a yo-yo, so it's still cool.
Lots of cool yo-yo puzzles that we're just gonna skip entirely. Don't have time for any of that.
There you can kind of see the yo-yo in action. Hi, kangaroo!
Goodbye, kangaroo.
Okay, next up is a very interesting trick. These glass blocks have a really interesting property where, with the right alignment, you can throw the yo-yo straight through them.
There we
As
go.
Hacker just did
What?
there. Yep. And that skip right there saves like going all the way around and doing a giant section. So that saves a ton of time.
Oh my god. Like what y'all are not seeing if you're not familiar with this game is truly like when they say like, yeah, we're skipping like several rooms and stuff like it. No. They're skipping rooms full of puzzles that will like hurt your brain. This is wild.
That was also a very interesting blink and you miss it skip. There's a one-way wall that's activated by a button, and by using the firework, it scared off all those mice ghosts. So they ended up hitting the button for Haka, so we could go through the wall the opposite direction and skip another puzzle. So next up, we have coming up the ostrich boss, which normally you'd have to guide the ostrich, and since it's so big, it could hit 2 buttons at once for you. But instead, you're just gonna use the yo-yo to hit them both and skip the entire thing. And that is the final flame. And no better way to celebrate than to die. Which is actually the room with the flames. So we're right here, right now. Just reload the room to skip a little door opening animation.
And then we have
this one-
fun colors down here.
Yes,
Yes, you do.
very, very interesting colors. Another good time for some messages.
Absolutely. I got you. I do want to remind everybody that while we are here, and yes, we have raised so much so far, but surgery costs really, really add up. So the cost of a surgery isn't just the surgery itself. It's the anesthesia, the hospital stay, the travel, other life accommodations while healing from this procedure. And insurance may not cover everything involved, so these costs really add up. If you'd like to see a breakdown of those costs, you can type !costs in chat for the link. And Alice was so kind this morning in our little interview pre-show to break those down and explain them even better. So she's been wonderfully like transparent about this whole thing and exactly what your money is going towards. So that !cost breakdown is right there for you. And if you would like to catch the VOD later to hear her talk a little bit more personally about the situation, you can do that as well.
Awesome. Right there, you might have missed it. We had a trick where the yo-yo actually goes below the screen. It's the only spot in the game where it happens, but it's very interesting. But now we have the lantern, which is the last item. The lantern, like the previous 2 items, it doesn't actually give you any movement, but it does allow us to get past an obstacle down here, which is those little spiky ghost guys. There they are. And make our way to the final boss.
I love the way this area looks so much.
Yeah, it looks so cool. Little trick here, if you position the disc properly, you can just clip through the door for some reason.
Cool.
Hear that?
Okay, and now we have the Manticore coming. This is the final boss of the game. He's just gonna kind of chase you around while you try to solve these puzzles. He's already shooting a laser. Ooh.
Ooh.
So, he chases you around kind of like the ghost dog, but not as scary as the ghost dog because he can't actually hurt you with his body. But as you can see, sometimes he shoots the lasers and they can go in unpredictable patterns. But fortunately, that was the last of it. So now we are just gunning it to the end of the game. Time will be called once we hit the red button in the screen below. There you go. That is Animal Well in 13 minutes and 25 seconds. I think that's actually the fastest of all of our practice runs.
That is.
Wow. Oh, also flashing lights warning, everybody. Flashing lights warning. Okay, we're good.
Yeah. And that was Animal Well.
GG. That was beautiful.
Yeah, huge shout out to the animal community. It's a very fun game to speedrun. Lots of cool skips. It's very great to get into if you're interested in speedrunning. I highly recommend it.
It's also a very fun game to play casually. We did not show like 90% of the game's content.
No, you're not. You're not kidding on that. There's so much more to explore in this, but God, what a brilliant speed run. I saw it was going to be fast, and it still felt even faster than I anticipated. So thank you both so much. Is there any place that we can find you to support you?
No, I chill on the internet. You can find me on Discord,
There.
but I just like playing games.
You're so real for that.
I have a indie game studio called Twice Studios, which you can go ahead and follow on Twitter, and I would really appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. We will see if we can get a link for that in chat so everybody can go check it out. Thank you so much. All right, my friends. We are going to keep things a rolling here. I want to give a huge shout out again to both of you. HackaKat, beautiful job. Wilfred, thank you for keeping up the commentary with the lightning speed that everything was moving. Y'all both did amazing. And now we are going to go get set up for our next run. So y'all don't go too far. Take a stretch break because we're about to have a dance party and we'll see you in just a minute.